Okay, so let's take up item number 3, rules for members wishing to address the board. The board shall consider establishing rules for members who desire to address the board regarding items on the agenda. So per our last meeting, we heard about 2840, which requires us to allow members to speak before or during consideration of an item. At the last meeting, we allowed members to speak immediately before each agenda item as we went along. And, you know, we had a decent, nice meeting. The question that I have for the board is 2 things. But first of all, the law allows us to make, reasonable rules and limitations on speaking, on this public speaking effort, or part of the law. And what I just need, we can right now set a policy that we move the public comments to the beginning of the meeting so that members of the audience can comment before the board discusses all of the items. They can comment on those items or whatever they want to comment on. So David, you weren't here at the last meeting, and the way that we handled it was we would bring up an item, we would have discussion amongst the board with George, trying to lay facts out and information out and get a sense of what the board was thinking about the issue. And then we invited the membership to make comments on that particular item. We've done that before in August, to kind of get adjusted to it. And so what I'm trying to ask the board is, based on your experience and desires, first of all, should we have a time limit? And secondly, should we move as a matter of policy, just move the member comments up to the beginning of the meeting? I want to say 2 things. First of all, just about every state agency and board meeting that I've attended in the past out in Texas, for governmental entities, they have the meeting comments, public comments at the end of a meeting, and that's so that people can comment on what just happened or what have you. The law changed that so that you have to have it before or during the conversation. So we can, we can do whatever we want to do in terms of if we want to have member comments at the beginning of a meeting, we can move the agenda item up. We can have it, leave it at the end, but with knowledge that members are going to be allowed during deliberation of each comment of each agenda item to have a conversation. My preference would be to go ahead now, given our experience, to move the comments from citizen members to the beginning of the meeting and put a 3-minute time limit on it. And that way we can, I think, have a quicker meeting, as we go through our agenda. So that would be my preference, but we'll leave it to you all.
So that's a 3-minute time limit per item,
per member.
Per member.
Just per member.
Oh, so that would cover all their items that they wanted to comment on.
Correct.
What if somebody has a comment after something goes on in the meeting? They want to have a comment afterwards.
After the meeting is over, you can comment, but not during the meeting. Bill? Do you have a preference?
I understand what they're saying. If you don't limit 3 minutes, like that meeting the other day was 3 hours, that's ridiculous.
Okay. So would you like to have member comments at the beginning of the meeting to get
They'll be good.
at the beginning? Okay. David?
I actually like the idea of them being able to comment per agenda item. Where they kind of stand, and it helps us move forward on how we're going to vote or do whatever we're going to do with it.
Okay.
Again, you can still limit everybody to 3 minutes, but if there's a lot of stuff going on, which we've had a lot of pretty big agenda items. It just kind of helps the process, and they feel like they're part of it, which they are. I mean, it's their deal, so I'm in favor of letting them
And Mike?
Yeah, I like the way it worked last meeting where they could comment after. So I believe what we did last time was we had our deliberations, everybody could hear. And then people could then comment. So thinking 3 minutes was quite long on every single item.
Okay, so why don't we do this? And look, we can change, I mean, every meeting, we can, bring this item up for discussion. We can change the order of the agenda at our discretion. So let's do this. For this special meeting, let's do as David and Mike said, and I'll go with you all, to have comments during the items, the action items, and then with a 2-minute limit. And then we can, do the same for the next meeting and see how it goes. And then maybe at the next meeting after that, we can, change course if we want. Okay. Any comments from the members on our discussion?
I wanted to thank Mike and David. That's the way the law reads. Appreciate it.
Okay, so that's what we will do. All right, item number 3. And that's a 2-minute